Question 3, we complete the table. Later the value stamina line, the tali khale, logo puncha calculate equal 2. Ibekela minus 3 kuma 0,125. Logo ibekela minus 2 kuma 0,25. Logo ibekela minus 1 kuma 0,5. Logo ibekela 0, of course, kuma 1. So just like that. So 3.2, use the table. Use the table. Valaba we plot. I use the table to plot. Use the table to plot. So let's try and plot. Nisungula, let's see. 3x and 8. 3x and 8. They meet here, there. And then 2x and 4, they meet there. 1 and 2, they meet there. And then we have minus 1, x, minus 1, x, and 0,5, y, minus 1 and 0,5. Minus 1 here and 0,5. Did I skip something? Mrs. 1 la. 0 and 1. Where's 0 and 1? This is 0 and 1. Then we have minus 1 and 0,5. So if so as long as you tie like 0 and 1, and as long as it doesn't touch 0, then I think it's enough to sketch. So ilia graph ya inalaya. I inga 3.2. I mean 3.3. Complete the table below by swapping. So we are swapping. The values leti atirika x, tiyaka y. Leti atirika y, tiyaka x. Just like that. So I won't go with that talanjan. Let's go to the table. Ka x will write y values. Ka x I won in previous table. I remember minus 3. So I telling ka y this time. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Along 1 we have 8, we have 4, we have 2, we have 1, we have 0, 5, 0, 0,5 there, 0,25, 0,125. Later the value style I got 3.4. Use the table to plot on the same axis system. So the graph that we're going to draw is inverse. Inverse ya exponential itama ka hinda hi le ka 1. So loko hi plota swi ta ku yi ta hindela. Mara a hi ploteni table ya hina hi vona. So this time hi plota lenge le hansi. Mo sungula hala ne x ya 8 yi hlangana na 3. X ya 8 yi hlangana na 3 laya. Ivi 4 ya x yi hlangana na 2. Hlangana laya. Ivi ya ti famba so matvo. So already we know they are famsa leswiya as long as they nga touch 0 on the y values. Leswiya laya. 3.5, is it a function? Yes, it's a function. 1:1. For every x there's a y, so it's a function. And another reason it passes there, is it a vertical line test? Yeah. Then kutana the equation 3.6. To be able to write down the equation of this inverse in the form of what? Y. We must use logarithm. According to the log definition, this one here is like that. Write the equation of f. Kambe equation ya f iriso ne munchichanya na khala. Iriso. You remember iriso? So the log will say log singular y here. Let me slow down. Money slower down. The original equation, the inverse is this one. X is equals to 2 to the power y. So the answer that we are looking for, y is equals to log ka base irregular 2, then irregular x. It's Hamsalishia. 3.7. Give the domain and range of the following. Graph ya ina yensinjan kambe. Let's check again. Oh, Ilia, okay. So our original graph I saw. The domain is x is the element of all real numbers because the x values are from here. This is the negative, positive. So the extra inner, all of them are real numbers. It's also here. The range ya ina maibona kuti y ta ina tia le ka positive infinity and the positive. So range ya ina ilia greater than 0. So now domain ya inverse vice versa. Let's actually domain ka original function siyaba sort of a range hala kun'wana vice versa. Mo ntsala ni mkombo. Domain la yaba x greater than 0, y element of real numbers. Digestan lisiya ibi yaga question 4. Digestan lisiya yaga question 4. Question 4 yiri question 4 ina 1/2 ina 1/2 ilava ku fill this table. So I fill in 1/2. Mida can by calculate 1/2 to the power minus 3 ina 8 la. And then la ina 4, la ina 2, la ina 1, la ina 1/2 which is 0.5. I prefer it like decimal kuita kota ku plot ne. Montala 0.5. 0.5 then laga 2 0.25 ne 0.25 ebi bana 0.125. Later the value star ina laya and then 4.2. Use the table to plot. I plot in ivo. Logo zeba half mkarota itala kuba yijikaso. Mara I plot in itabasho. Minus 3 ya x na 8. Minus 3 ya x ilia ifamba yaga 8. Slangana la. Minus 2 ya x na 4. This ya la ya. ivi hi va na -1 ya x na 2 hi leswiya, ivi hi va na 0 na 1 hi leswiya. So already graph ya na hi vona ku yi famba so, ivi yi jika as long as yi nga khumbi ka 0 hi liya. I 4.2 ne hi labelini F, ivi se ya ka 4.3, ka 4.3 veri leswi a swi ri ka x a swi swapa swi ya ka y vice versa. So hi teka tiansara ta x hi ti yisa ka y ne. A hi sunguleni hi le hi minus, mo ni cheka original graph yena ku yi ri njhani. -3 a yi ri ka x, so a hi tsaleni ka y this time. -3 -2 -1 0 1 2 3 ne. Hala kun'wani na 0, 1 2 5 0, 2 5 0, 5 ina 1 ina 2 ina 4 ina 8. Mo ni vona ku a swi faniki, ni nga tlhela ni tsala swi swin'we phela. Let me check. 8 4 2 1 8 4 2 1 8 4 2 1. 4.4. Use the table to plot the point on the same axis. Label the graph as the inverse. Label the graph as the inverse. So let's try and sketch it. I ringeseni ku yi sketch out. We know ku ri inverse ya khata hi le ka x, mara a hi sketcheni vo. Let's sketch. Minus, let's start with 8 ne. Let's sungula 8. 8 ya x, 3 ya y. 8 ya x, 3 ya y. Leti ya hlangana laya. 4 ya x, 4 ya x, 2 ya y leti ya. 2, so ina 3 ina 2, okay. 2 na 1 leti ya. Okay, ni endla mistake. Mo ni cheka tinambara ta mina kambe. Is 4 ne. 4 na 2. 4 na 2 sharp. 2 na 1. 2 na 1. Na endla mistake somewhere. Let me. Alright. 8 ifamba na 3, 4 ifamba na 2. And then 2 na 1. 2 na 1 there. And then we have 1 and 0 there. Then we have 0,5 somewhere there. And also -1, so they meet. Zoomer there, and then they meet here. So our graph goes like that. And then if I'm sure, as long as it does not touch the line, so this is the inverse. Let's go to 4.5. The domain and range of the following. So the original graph, what is the domain of the original graph? X, element of real numbers. The range, the y's are still positive, no? Because logo alongside graph here, now we can see the y values la letia positive infinity, no? And then our back for inverse is vice versa of the original. So here we have y element of real numbers, x greater than 0 because we have positive x values. Positive x values. 4.6. Write the equation of in the form of So the original equation was 1 over 2 to the power x. This can also be written as y is equals to 2 minus x. Now, this is the original equation. So, so from the original equation, y is equals to 1 over 2 to the power x. The inverse is x is equals to 1 over 2 to the power y. The log form is y is equals to log 2x. This is the inverse. This is inverse, yeah. So boy, it's in a log form y because you're gonna get a sung like y. So question 5. Let's conclude. The transformation that takes place to obtain the inverse of a graph is a reflection in the line y is equals to x. Inverse is the same as the reflection. Y is equals to x. What does it mean? And it's obtained by swapping x and y. Inverse is to swap x and y, or to reflect y is equals to x, or along the line y is equals to x. Regarding domain and range, what can we conclude? Domain and range. What can we conclude? Overall, from question 1 to 4, we need to conclude something about the domain. X is the element of all real numbers, probably. And then range. Maybe range is greater. I don't know. Maybe we have positive terms. Yeah, we can conclude anything about domain and range. So I'll just conclude that domain for now. You can write anything about the range now.